What's up, guys? How you doing today? You're rocking out with the one and only PhillyDom. I'm out here in Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil, and I know a lot of guys want to travel and they want to see different countries and different places. And I'm gonna try to give you guys the tools today to do that. I'm gonna have my buddy come on the live and give a presentation on Amazon Arbitreo, which is an online business that will allow you to be able to travel once you establish yourself with this business and you get it up and running and it's rolling for a while. You'll be able to travel and don't have to be stuck in the 9 to 5 or the matrix that we call the rat race, the 9 to 5, the matrix we call it. So our buddy should be coming on at any minute. Is Master Wayne. He has over 9 years of experience, maybe 10, I might be wrong, in this field. And he wants to help you. And he wants to help you. So right now we just waiting for him to get on the live. All is well for me out here in Brazil. Beautiful country, man, beautiful place. Getting ready to go to another city. You know what I mean? My time is up here. For now, I'll be back in Sao Paulo in a couple weeks, but I need to see, much of Brazil as I can. I'm not going to try to go to the same old spots. I want to, hit some different spots. I see Con is in here. I see Nick is in here. Shout out to Nick. So we're going to bring the man of the hour that's going to break down this Amazon job for you that can set you in the right path to show you something different and new. Because I know, like I said before, a lot of you guys are tired of the 9 to 5. You're tired of the stationary job that has you stuck in a country that you don't want to be in. And this will give you flexibility to do a lot of other things. So without any further ado, Master Wayne, you can take it from here.
All right. Appreciate you, PhillyDom. Let me go ahead and make sure my Bluetooth's on so I can hear a little bit better. And let me go ahead and share my screen.
You can make sure you got that other screen here.
Yeah, I got to make sure I press share this time.
Yeah, I don't see it yet, so I'm looking.
All right, you should see it right about now.
I see it.
All right,
I'm gonna put it up so you can get right into it.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah. After that, how's your day? How's everything going out there in the mighty DR? I know y'all was dealing with some bad weather for a while.
Absolutely, we were right in the path of Hurricane Fiona, but of course it took a turn to the north, and so we were spared. But rained for 2 days straight, and we felt like we dodged it, but we lost power for a couple of hours. But besides a little bit of flooding and rain for 2 days and heavy winds, some trees knocked down, we dodged the bullet.
Oh, okay. Lando, I see you. Said salute Philly. So yeah, I'm gonna put up the presentation for you right now. But I'm glad you guys dodged a bullet, man. The mighty DR, man. I miss that place.
Yeah. All right. So as PhillyDom was giving me that great introduction, I am Wayne McShay. My clients call me Master Wayne, and I'm here to try and liberate, as many people as possible from the 9 to 5 grind. So I've been an Amazon seller now for 9+ years, and my journey started when I was married. I was my ex-wife at the time. Well, she was my current wife at the time, but now she's my ex. She was a habitual shopper. So she'd be laying in bed and I'd be right beside her and she'd be shopping. And, one day I just happened to look over at her computer and I saw that the same thing that I had saw previously on eBay was virtually half the price on Amazon. So long story short, that piqued my curiosity and I started purchasing courses and taking courses and buying courses to try and learn exactly what the process was with selling on Amazon, selling on eBay, shipping products into Amazon. And so, I remember her last words to me as I was on my way out the door was, "You're not going to stick with Amazon and you're not going to be successful." So that was the catalyst to my success. And it took me 3.5 years to actually put the business model together that I'm about to share with you now, because it's completely unique. I put this together myself. No one taught me this. You know, after doing it for 9+ years, I just started to see little signs. And many of you know that if you do something for long enough, then you'll start to notice different nuances that you could, you know, pick and pull together and, you know, create something entirely new. So that's what I was able to do. So I'm also a retired veteran at a 100% disability. I was hurt during the Desert Storm days, so I'm 49 years old, so those days are well behind me. So I had two key things to help me succeed where so many people fail, and that is, one, I didn't have a 9-to-5 distracting me. So I didn't have to get up every morning and go to work. I was just pretty much living off my disability at the time. And then two, you know, my wife telling me, or ex-wife telling me that I wasn't going to stick with it and I wasn't going to succeed, gave me the next ingredient, which is motivation. So if you got the motivation and you got time, you can do virtually anything. But I'm here to help you and assist you with a little shortcut, because I'm going to walk you through how to become a productive and successful Amazon seller. So I already have a little over 50 clients right now. And once I reach 100 clients, that's it. I'm going to shut it down. I will no longer be mentoring people in person or one-on-one the way I do now. So I'm going to automate the whole process. You'll have to sign up onto, you know, the protocol type of website where you sign up and then you watch 40 million videos until you tap out. So if you want to jump in now, you want to get started, now is the ideal time, because very rarely do you get an opportunity for someone to walk you through how to set up a global business platform and answer all your questions and just make sure they guide you step by step. All right, so first and foremost, you know, it breaks my heart to say this, but 90% of all startups fail. So, you know, if 100 people would have enrolled today into my mentorship, I only expect for 10% of that 100 to be successful. So that's about 10 people. So, you know, I can't change that. You know, when you start working for yourself, I can't fly to your house, start banging on your door at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, you need to wake up and get your Amazon business rolling. So I can't tell you not to hang out at the club or what to do with your life. So you have to be self-motivated in order to succeed. All right, so first and foremost, I'm going to get into some testimonials and some screenshots from some of my clients. So some of you might know Mark. He's a PhillyDom subscriber, and this is a screenshot that he sent me last month. And he was like, Wayne, you know, this was on August 31st, actually. So it's a little less than a month ago. He said, I'm $49 away from my first $3,000 a month. And when Mark hit me up, he said, hey, Wayne, listen, I'm already selling on Amazon. My wife and I are selling books, but we can't really just get it to the next level. So I was like, no problem, Mark. I got you. Enroll in the course, and I'm going to teach you step by step how to actually sell your books productively, but to also sell everything else from the cradle to the grave. So there are no limitations on what you can sell, but as a new seller, there will be some categories and some products that you are restricted from selling. So like it might be a major brand, like I can think of one off my head, Delco, that makes power tools. They really don't like anybody else selling their brand, but you know, there's tens of millions of other products on Amazon that you could sell. All right, and this is from another client. It says, good morning, Wayne. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for your mentorship. My goal was to make 5,000 in sales, but as of last night, I hit 6,000. And how can I begin to scale even further before the end of the year? So this client, her name is Vanessa. Shout out to Vanessa, the boss Pittman, as I call her. So Vanessa contacted me back in January, and she was like, listen, Wayne, my husband just had a major stroke, and he was the breadwinner. And now I need to figure something out because, you know, obviously, you know, I got to get this money back rolling into this household. And, you know, we only have limited savings. So Now Vanessa is doing quite well at $6,000 a month plus, and she's probably gonna break 7,000 to 8,000 within the next month or so. And back in August, my niece got married out in Las Vegas. So from August the 16th to the 26th, I flew out and stayed in Las Vegas for 10 days. I arrived like 3 days before my family to get in a little fun, and I stayed 3 days after to get in a little more fun and rest and relaxation, of course. And this is another one of my clients. Her name is Tavara Jones. I just call her TJ. And she actually lives right outside of Rancho Cucamonga, California. And so she took that drive 3 hours north just to come to Las Vegas and meet me in person. And as you can see, you know, TJ hit the ground running pretty well. That's $436 in sales for one day. She was making over 5,000, as you see, a month, you know, in the first couple of months. So she was super motivated. She was already actually doing Amazon, but she was buying pallets. So when I showed her how simplistic my course is, even though she already had an Amazon business going, she went ahead and just enrolled into my mentorship, and I taught her how to, you know, do arbitrage as well, online arbitrage. All right. And this is another screenshot from her account, 5,000 in the last 30 days. And after her cost of goods, she was bringing in about 1,500 pure profit. All right, so I want to also address who this business is not for at the moment. I'm not saying that it would never be for you, but if you know you're stuck in one of these situations, then this may not be the ideal opportunity for you right now, because Amazon does have some very strict provisions, and this is a global business. You will not only be selling in the United States when you start off, but you'll be selling in all of North America. So that's Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And then after about 6 months in, when you know what you're doing, I'm going to expand you internationally into the United Kingdom, into France, Spain, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Australia, India, and a couple others that I can't even think of right now. So if you're barely getting by and barely making ends meet, or, you know, to a little biblical quote, robbing Peter to pay Paul, then you may not be in the best position to start this business and move forward. Two, if you're looking for an easy button, and again, the Amazon is not easy. It does have a certain level of difficulty. I can actually help you negotiate much of those difficulties, but you still have to put in the work. So it's not like you just wake up every morning, press the easy button, and it's all done for you. You do have to put in some work, but I do make it very easy because I train virtual assistants myself, and then the virtual assistant will help you run your account to where the only thing you'll have to do is actually make the purchases. And number three, you know, you have to be more solution oriented than you are with making excuses. So if your first instinct is to make excuses and bail out instead of sticking in there and finding a solution, then this may not be the right opportunity for you. One of my favorite quotes is from Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson says that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So, you know, it's not about, you know, who gets punched in the mouth, but it's about whether or not you get back up. Some people get punched in the mouth one time and that's it. They lay down and they tap out. All right, number four, this is not get rich quick or get rich fast. This is wealth that you will be accumulating over the next couple of months, probably into a full year. So you're going to get started. I'm going to train you exactly what to do every single day. And then you're going to start to accrue your money, which is grow your money by a margin of 30% every single day. So think about how powerful that is. You put your money in the bank for the whole year, you might get 2% return on your investment. Or if you played the stock market or real estate, you may come back with 10, 12% ROI or better. But what I'm going to teach you is how to grow your money that you have by a minimum of 30% ROI every single day. and that just compounds after every 30-day cycle. And two, lastly but not least, you're gonna have to address your money management skills. I had a 22-year-old college student who was a sophomore in college. His mother paid for him to enroll into my mentorship. I taught him the business. He was very sharp. He was very good with computers. In his first 3 months, he got his account up to $1,800 profit. And with him being young and in college and so forth like this, not to say that this is every college student, but he tapped out and he went shopping. He took that $1,800 profit that he made and he went shopping, and he didn't reinvest it into his business. Had he reinvested it into his business right now, he would be a junior in college and he'd be making over $10,000 a month. He'd be making more than all of his professors and faculty members. As a matter of fact, if he would have stuck with it, by the end of this year, he would probably be making more than the dean of the entire campus or the university he attends. So, it's just you got to do the right thing. You got to reinvest. So generally there's 4 different kinds of people in the world. The first person has no job, so they have nothing but time on their hands. But of course, they don't have, the right tools they need to travel, and they don't have very much money. All right. The next is the person who has a 9 to 5. And, when you work a 9 to 5, that's 8 hours of your day gone every single day, usually 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. So you got very little time. You do have more direct resources to travel, and of course you have a lot more money. Next is the self-employed. The self-employed has very little time because they're working their business all day long, but they have the resources to travel and they have the money to travel. Last but not least is what I'm going to turn you into, and that is a business owner, where your Amazon business will be automated and ran by your virtual assistants or your team of virtual employees. So you will have all the time you want, like myself. You will be able to travel because you have all the resources, and you'll be able to have all the money. So I pull in about $35,000 every month consecutively on Amazon, like it's a well-oiled machine. For the last 13 months now, I've been living in the Dominican Republic. I spent the first 6 months when I arrived living in Santo Domingo, and I spent the last 7 months living in Sosua, and that's how I actually met PhillyDom back in March or April earlier of this year. And I have a villa. It's $3,000 a month. It's in one of the most prestigious communities in all of Sosua. It's called Costa Linda. I have a private pool. I have 2 maids that come and clean this from top to bottom every Monday. And, one of my girlfriends, she's an excellent cleaner, just first and foremost. So, the maids really don't have to do much. I also have a gardener and somebody to clean the pool, somebody to come and clean the air conditioners, everything. I really don't do anything but just train people how to be successful with Amazon. That's what I dedicate all my time to. And what was it? 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, I actually had 2 clients fly in, out to Ernest Fultz and Mike Logan. They flew in to the Dominican Republic to get trained down with me in person. And they're not the first to do that. I've had 3 others do that. So, if you think you'll have an advantage by learning in person instead of learning via Zoom, how I teach most of my clients, then let me know, and I'll get you set up and registered with Amazon. So once you fly over here and hit the ground, boom, we can get you trained. All right, so these are the 9 largest retailers in the United States: Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, CVS, Target, Lowe's, Walgreens, Kroger, and Best Buy. Combined, they're worth about $1 trillion, or slightly over $1 trillion. What you probably didn't know is that Amazon by itself is worth more than all 9 of the next largest retailers put together. And we could actually go a little bit deeper, because in actuality, they're worth more than Amazon is bigger than about the 25 next largest retailers. So Amazon is number 1, and everybody else is a distant second. And this graph right here puts that into perspective. Amazon at 1.4 trillion, Walmart at 339 billion. Now, I've personally been to 15 countries, I've been on 3 continents, and I've been to 41 states. And every time I went to a different state, no matter which city I was in, they had a Walmart. So due to my ignorance or lack of information at the time, I was under the impression Walmart was a much bigger retail giant than Amazon. But I was wrong, and I'm actually pretty fortunate that I was wrong also. All right, so when you become an Amazon seller, it gives you access to 100 fulfillment centers worldwide or 15 sorting centers worldwide. So basically, all we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you how to scavenge or use software to scan or analyze all of these other retailers 24 hours a day. And then the software is going to bring you back deals that you can buy from these retailers for a wholesale price and then sent to a third-party company where they will box everything up the way per Amazon's terms and conditions, and then they ship it into Amazon fulfillment centers, and then they sell, and then Amazon takes 15%, and what's left over is your profit. All right, so that gives you the capacity to reach customers in 185 countries. The reason why that's significant is because there are only 195 countries in the world. I mean, right now, Haiti is in a pretty bad, condition. Ukraine is in a pretty bad condition. So, hopefully, they deal with, their current political issues and, the whole country doesn't collapse and we can continue to grow in as a humanity or as a species. All right, so Fulfillment by Amazon was launched back in 2006, and it gives you access to 51% of the planet, okay? 51% of the planet now shops on Amazon. And I'm sure many of you have been into a shopping mall or a retail store, and when you get in there, you see a pair of shoes or item that you want, and you were like, okay, I want this in a size 10.5. They go to the back and they look for it, or they don't even go to the back. They were like, nah, we out of 10.5. So, if you've ever felt that frustration, that's why Amazon is growing so fast, because all the things that you want in life that you can't find in stores nearby you, you can usually go to Amazon and find just about anything. Now, this right here is a clip shot of a spreadsheet that you'll receive every day, and this is how you'll generally get your leads. So every lead, you'll get 15 leads per day. You'll be ungated to sell everything, and you'll usually see return on investments like this. Like for this first product, you're going to purchase it for $67.49, and boom, you can sell it for $149.94. That's a $55 profit, 82% return on investment. Number two, you can buy it for $44, sell it for $110. That's a $41 profit or 93% return on investment. And if you just go down this red line, you can see the lowest return on investment for this screenshot was 35%. And this is genuinely what you'll see. And this is what my mentorship is about, just walking you through how to do this in a systematic order to where you'll be able to rinse and repeat and do it every single day to start growing your money, achieving financial success so you can alter not only your life, but your children's lives, or the wife of your spouse, your family. If you want to buy your parents a house in a couple of years, if you just want to get out of debt, if you're tired of taking orders from somebody who probably isn't even that much smarter than you, or if you're tired of somebody regulating your time, letting you know when you need to come in and when you need to leave and when you can take a lunch break or how long, then this is the answer. Because Amazon isn't going anywhere. Actually, they're as a company, they're actually still growing. So that's the scary part. So here's a real world example. This is a Disney monster toy. This was available at Target for $16.99. You could just jump on your computer, order it online, or you could jump in your car and drive down to Target and pick it off the shelf. So When you send it into Amazon, it retail for approximately $52.98. So just analyzing it, that gives you a profit of $22.71, and that gives you a whopping return on investment of 133%. So here you can see the competition analysis. So this lets us know right here in the middle at the top that this is currently selling at an average of 45 times a month, but there were only 3 people selling it at the time. And so this right here is their stock level. The number 1 seller had 6 in stock, number 2 seller had 1 in stock, and number 3 seller had 1 in stock. And so this is how simple I've made this whole system for you. When you analyze a product, you'll be seeing information that's very similar to this. So all you have to do is say, okay, this is selling 45 times a month. There's only 3 people selling it, and they only have 8 in stock. And so their prices are $44.98 for the first 2, and then the third person has a price of $52.98. So if I purchase 5 of these, would I have any conceivable problems with sending these into Amazon, getting on this exact listing, and selling 5 of these? And the answer is hell to the nah. You would not have any problems whatsoever doing that every single month. And you never really have to purchase more than 10 ever in terms of inventory. So even if you purchase 10 of these, you would still be able to sell all 10 because it's just simple and basic mathematics. All right, now this is just this overview of all that information condensed into one screen, but the most important number on the screen is this $13.14. And for every time Amazon sells one of your products for you, they take a percentage of 15% of the sale price. So remember, you buy the Monster Disney toy for $16.99, you send it into Amazon, it sells for $52.98, and then Amazon takes out their $13.14 fee. And so that's 15%. And then when they take their fee out, they then deposit it into your account, $39.84. So now if you're doing the math, or if you're paying attention, then you realize that, okay, the $16.99 that I spent on the product, I got reimbursed for that as soon as I sold it. And then on top of my reimbursed product, I also made $22.85 profit. So that's how it works. Every time you purchase something, you send it in, it sells, Amazon takes their fee, they reimburse you for what you paid for the product, and then on top of that, like a sandwich, like a Big Mac, they then give you a nice little profit on top of that. And you'll never really have to guess what your profit is going to be. This will be a number that you'll be able to see when you analyze a product. You'll be able to see your return on investment, your profit, how much competition there is, how much inventory your competition has, and how many times any given product sells every single month. All right, this is one of my winning products from back in the day, last year, that I was selling like gangbusters. So this is a Quip electric toothbrush head. So they were sold separately at $5 a piece. So I would order 3 of them. I would bundle them together and sell them together as just one listing for get all 3 for $15. So I would buy them for $15. I would attempt to sell them at $48.20. So in this example, the profit was $21.16, or my return on investment was 141%. And here's inside of my actual Amazon account. And here you can see the transactions as pending, payment complete, and pending. And then right here, the actual price that I sold it for. So I sold this one for $40.99. This one sold for $41.99. This one sold for $45.99. And this one sold for $45.65. All right, next screen. 1 payment pending, but all the other 4 payments were complete. And same thing, I sold it for various prices all the way down the list. And then last but not least, all these payments were complete. 1 payment was canceled, and when a payment is canceled or item is returned, it's no problem. It'll be recycle back into your inventory, and you'll be able to sell it again. And all the way down the page, I sold this one for $43.99. And so here's a breakdown. I actually purchased 15 of them, and my average selling price ended up being exactly $44. So that means I made $660 in sales. The combined Amazon fees came up to $172.25. And that leaves me with $487.75. So my products costed me $225 to purchase all 15 of them. And after I sold all 15 of them and I was reimbursed that $225, I still had a whopping profit of $262.75 on top of that. So that's a breakdown of how the process works. There's no guesswork in it. I don't believe in guesswork. I actually have a saying that you got to analyze everything first and know what you're getting into so you can make an informed decision. So right here, you can see that I had my price at $45.86. And on this next screen, you can see here's my price at $45.86. And I'm in the number 6 position. This product was selling 31 times per month on average. And all the combined sellers had 89 in stock. But even despite 89 of this particular unit in stock and going up against 20 other sellers, I had no problem selling all 15 of them. So I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks you'll need to know in order to position yourself for success, win the buy box, make the sale, and replenish or reorder more inventory so you can do this over and over and over again. All right, here's a sewing machine. I used to pay $119 for this sewing machine. All right, so I would pay $119 for it. On Amazon, it retailed for $259. And so my profit was $77 and my return on investment was $66. When I ran this scan, I could see that on average it's selling 72 times per month. However, when I actually got to the point of looking at the competition, and let me show you this first. So over here, I can see even more information that I need to know before I even make this purchase. And so basically, it only takes me 3 to 5 minutes to analyze this product, make the purchase, and send this to a prep and ship company. And so in the 3 and 5 minutes it takes me to do this, I can see right here that once I sell all 5 of them, my profit margin is going to be $385. Now, if you're doing the math in your head right now, you probably already realize that most high-paid attorneys, most brain surgeons or CEOs don't even make $385 an hour. Yet the reason why I make so money, because I could do this in a matter of minutes. And I'm going to teach you the same exact thing. All right, so here's the actual breakdown of my payment summary. So after I purchased 5 of them, I paid $599 with a shipping, handling, and tax. That all came up to $644.03. But over here, again, competition analysis, you can see that it was out of stock and nobody was actually even selling it because nobody had it in stock. So this is a very powerful metric that you'll see over and over again when you get ready to order something. Nobody will even have it in stock, especially when you start going into the other Amazon marketplaces around the country. One of the things you're going to notice is that every other Amazon marketplace, excluding the United States, it's like selling on Amazon 10, 15, 20 years ago. You'll be able to dominate because there really just aren't that many sellers in these other countries doing this. Collectively worldwide, Amazon only has 2.5 million sellers. And so now you can sort of kind of put that into perspective about, in the United States, there are 350 million people, but there are only 2.5 million Amazon sellers worldwide. The majority of those Amazon sellers do preside in the United States or sell in the United States. So when you start going outside of the United States, the competition drops off like a cliff at the beach. All right, here's another one of my products I used to love selling, but now they're gone out of stock at the retailer and I haven't been able to relocate them. I might just contact the company personally and work out a distribution deal with them directly. But this was a digital electric smoker. I used to buy this for $187.31, and my sale price that I would retail it for was $499. So, buy it for $187, sell it for $500. Every time I sold it, that was a profit of $135.60, and that was return on investment of 72%. So in this example, you can see here that I purchased 8, and when we arrive on this next screen, it's the breakdown. So I can see that only one person has it in stock, and they only had 3 in stock, so in the inventory. And so you can see their price was $429, but the stock level is a gray square. If they were an FBA seller, it would be a green square. So if my listing was up when I analyzed this, then I would be number here in the 2 position, and it would say I have 8 in stock, and then so it'd be an 8 here, and then this whole box would be green, and then my price would be $499, almost $60 more than theirs. So the question you should be asking yourself is, okay, well, Master Wayne, why would somebody pay $60 more for your product when clearly they can see that they can buy the same exact product for $429, which is $60 less? And that's a great question. Here's the answer. That gray set, that seller right there in gray, that means that they're a merchant seller. If you look down here at the bottom of the screen, let me go back. Right here down at the bottom of the screen, you see a 1 merchant seller and no prime sellers. So when I appear on this listing, this is say 1 prime seller, 1 merchant seller. Merchant seller simply means that their product is not at an Amazon fulfillment center somewhere in the country. Their product is either in their garage, in their basement, at a storage facility somewhere, or in a third-party warehouse. And so Amazon will give us priority because we're an FBA seller. Our products are actually at an Amazon fulfillment center, and Amazon is going to handle everything for us. So we get preferential treatment. So, and also, the next caveat is, if you order from this merchant seller, you're going to have to wait a week and a half to receive your product. And most people are impatient. When they order something, they want it as fast as possible. But if you order from me or one of my mentors, mentees, then you're going to qualify for Amazon Prime 2-day shipping, and you can receive this product in 2 days instead of a week and a half. So that's why customers would pay $60 more, and sometimes even more than that, to order from the FBA seller instead of ordering from the FBM seller. All right, so let's break down these numbers. I bought 8 for $187.31, and so that cost me slightly under $1,500. After I sold all 8, and then for $500, then my sales total was a dollar shy of $4,000. So when you do the math, and that means my profit ended up being $1,000 or $1,085. So Amazon reimbursed me for the $1,500 that I paid for these digital smokers, and then once I sold them, Amazon, deposited into my account $2,583. And so that means that I was automatically reimbursed the $1,500 that I paid for the digital smokers, and then on top of that, $1,000 profit. So this is how I average between $30,000 and $35,000 a month. So when I purchase something, it always lets me know what my profit is right here. So earlier today, I did the same exact thing. I didn't do this with digital smokers though. I actually did it with a pair of tennis shoes. They were actually hiking boots. And so I purchased 7 of them, and it lets me know that after I sell all 7 of these, I just made $1,000 today. And so that's how I average $35,000 a month doing this. and you'll be able to do the same thing. It's not rocket science. Once I walk you through everything, it's very simple. All right, so now here's the formula. One, is it profitable? If it's profitable, of course you don't want to sell it. Two, what type of return on investment is it bringing you? If it isn't over 30%, then we only touch it under special conditions. And those special conditions would be, is there very low competition? Can you still make up a smaller profit? And how fast will it sell? So under those conditions, we still will sell something with the ROI under 30%, but we have to analyze it first. Number three, how many FBA sellers there are as opposed to how many merchant sellers there are. Number five, how much inventory does our competition have in stock? Because, you know, if we have to share the buy box, or we get into a bidding war, I need to know when they're going to go out of stock and when I'm going to go out of stock, and so forth and so on. And six, BSR stands for bestseller rank. If a product has a bestseller rank of about 200,000 all the way down to number one, it's going to be a fast selling product. Eligibility. Again, you'll receive 15 products a day, and you'll be eligible to sell all 15 of those products. No guesswork in it. But some of you might want to go and search for other products. And in the beginning, you may or may not be ungated or eligible to sell those products. But as your account becomes aged and as you get more selling experience, you'll be eligible to sell more and more products and categories on Amazon. Number 8, sales per month. Simple calculation. How many times is this selling? And I'll show you how to see historical data of how many times any given product has sold on Amazon every single month for the last 11 months. Valuable information. I mean, so you can see whether or not it's seasonal, you can see the best-selling months, and you can plan accordingly. Like when I purchase a lot of my items, I'm purchasing not for the season that we're in, but the season that's 3 months away. So, you know, I'm going to give you access to that much data. So, I mean, you could really train a child that's in junior high school to actually run this business. I mean, you have to be 18 to open up an Amazon account and sell on Amazon. But realistically, I could teach somebody in junior high school how to do this. And so it's not very difficult. I'm a very good teacher, I'm patient, and I'm going to hold your hand step by step to ensure that you're successful. And at the end of this presentation, you're going to see I'm going to give you an additional bonus so I can make sure that your success is my success and vice versa. So that way I have a vested interest in you succeeding to the maximum. All right, and that number 9, you'll be able to see whether or not you can sell this internationally. You're going to be able to say, you're going to be able to analyze the product, see the profit potential, and then not only in the United States, but whether or not it's also doing well in other Amazon marketplaces. So you'll know which marketplaces you need to expand in. And so you can sell one product in 8 or 9 different marketplaces and make a killing. All right. And then last but not least, when you get started and enrolled in my mentorship, I'm going to give you advanced trade secrets that I picked up over the last 9 years. So I've never had my account suspended. I actually have 2 Amazon accounts. You're only allowed to have one, but I was grandfathered in. And one of the trade secrets that I can share with you is if you do want multiple accounts, I can show you how to go about getting Amazon to bless you off with that opportunity even today. All right, so here's the name of the game. First, we source products and analyze them. Then we buy that product at a wholesale price from the retailers. We ship it to a third-party company called the Prep and Ship Center. They then unbox everything. They throw away the receipt or the invoice because you don't want the Amazon customer get something and it's revealed that you got it from Macy's for half the price. Okay, so that's the nature of business. Everything usually has a lower price from the wholesaler or the manufacturer, and as it goes up the retail chain, it gets more and more expensive. Like a bottle of water. If you buy a bottle of water from Sam's Club, each individual bottle of water might end up only costing you 50 cents. but you go right around the corner to the corner store, buy that same bottle of water, then the price is going to be almost $1.50. You find yourself at a concert or some type of venue or an amusement park, now that same bottle of water is going to go up to $3. So this is how everything in the world works. And if you understand it and you use this in conjunction with Amazon, you can make yourself very wealthy, and you can change your financial future almost immediately. I mean, in less than a year, you won't recognize your life. All right. So once it goes into Amazon, it sells at a higher price. You pocket the difference and then rinse and repeat. And you can do this. Come a little closer. It's in red on the screen, but you can do this with an unlimited amount of products around the world. You got to see it in order to understand it. All right. So we're going to take a pause right now, and we're going to open up for some questions and get those questions out the way, and then I'm going to wrap it up after that. All right, PhillyDom. Rick P, he mentioned a third-party company that will send your products to Amazon. How much does that cost? Rick P, that costs a one-time payment of $49, and then each time they prep a product for you, they will only charge you $1.25. And here's the caveat, Rick, when you analyze a product on Amazon before you even purchase it, all of those fees for prep and ship and that 15% that Amazon is going to take are all included in your analysis. So when you see a profit and you see a return on investment, all your fees are already included, buddy. So all you have to do is hit purchase or checkout or order or buy now, and that's it. So the prep and ship company is very inexpensive. Let's say your product sits there for 2 weeks and then it's going into the third week. How much are they going to charge you for storage? Come close, Rick. I'm going to charge you 20 cents per week, my friend, per product. Can you afford that? I hope you're shaking your head like, hell yes, I can afford that, no problem. All right, next question. All right, do I have the resources to manage all aspects of order fulfillment? Absolutely. So I have a client who actually purchased these portable fireplaces, and shipping them into Amazon, he would have to pay a lot more money to do that. So what he decided to do is just store them at prep and ship, and then once they sold, he had prep and ship send them straight to the customer. And one of his customers just happened to be in Canada. So, I'm going to show you all the different logistics on how to manage every aspect of your order. Let's say you build your own separate website and you also list your Amazon products on your own website. You can also set up Amazon Pay on your website. And so when they buy from your website, it comes directly out of your Amazon inventory and you don't have to do any further work. But even if you didn't have it automated like that, you can still manually go inside of your Amazon account and ship that order out to the customer that just ordered that product from your website. So yes, you will have all the resources to manage every stage or every level of your fulfillment process with this Amazon business. All right, next question. That was a great question, by the way, Philly. All right, great tape. What's good? Great tape or great ape. I love that. I love that name, man. I'm good, man. Just doing another presentation, trying to help more people. Great tape is one of my clients now, and he's in the game and getting his whole business started and set up and running. I've been working with him now for about a good month and a half. We had some setbacks at first, but everything's now rolling right along. It's good to see you. All right, Rick P, can you sell used products on Amazon, or is that not recommended? So Rick, yes, you can sell used products. And actually, here's a strategy. I'm gonna just give you guys a free tip and a free strategy. all around the internet, if you go and you look for these companies, there are companies that will allow you to review brand new Amazon products, right? And how it works is you have to go to the website, you have to sign up, and then Amazon has, scores of new sellers coming into the marketplace every single day, and they're all trying to get reviews for their brand new products. So these sellers put their products up on these websites and give away huge discounts. Sometimes they just give away the product for free in exchange for your review, because of course reviews are king on Amazon, right? So it's not about content on Amazon, and it's not about price, it's about your reviews. That's how Amazon recommends what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. It's just based on customer satisfaction. So what happens is you go to these websites, you join, and some of these sellers will give away their products with a 90% discount. And so you actually get the product, you'll receive it at your home address, or you can send it to a prep and ship company. And what happens after that is you are not allowed to send that product into Amazon and sell that seller's product or resell it on Amazon and make a profit if it's brand new. But if you just change one thing, one variable, and that is you buy that product, or you even get it for free sometimes. You get it for free, or you get it for a 50% discount or a 90% discount. You receive it at your house or the prep and ship center, and then you send it in and sell it on that same seller's listing. But the only thing you do differently is you list it as used. So they can't charge you with intellectual property violation. They can't kick you off the listing. This is something that Amazon allows. If you order something and you decide that you don't want it anymore, you could actually take that used item, send it back into Amazon, and sell it on the same listing that you bought it, but as used. Sometimes the price will be a little bit cheaper, but if you get it for a nice steep discount, then of course it's still profitable, even selling it as used. So Rick, I hope that answered your questions, but the answer to that is a definite yes. You can absolutely sell used products on Amazon. A lot of people actually sell used books. So that's how Amazon actually got their start. So when people say, well, yeah, selling on Amazon is a scam, it's not real, you can't do that, they just don't know the history about when the internet started, and online universities started to pop up. That put a lot of brick and mortar universities out of business. That means all these millions of books became available that schools weren't using. So Amazon said, hey, send all those books into us, we'll take care of it from there. And then a couple of years later, Amazon was like, okay, you know what? If we could sell brand new or used books, we could also sell everything else. So Amazon was like, okay, now send us books or anything else you want to sell. And that's how Amazon got to where it is today. Great question, Rick P. All right, do I need to file taxes on my Amazon earnings? So the answer to that is yes. However, here's something unique that I'm going to do for you guys that you've probably never even seen done before. So, when you enroll into my mentorship, I don't just want your money. I want bona fide sellers who are going to do well with the right mentality and the right resources to accomplish this Amazon business model. And so what I'm going to do for you is, first thing first is set you up with a fully legitimate business enterprise. That means one, I'm going to help you set up your LLC. We'll show you how to do that for the most part for free. You still have to pay a filing fee for the state that you live in, but other than that, your LLC will be free, and your employee identification number, which is like your social security number for your business, is also going to be free. Next, I'm going to help you get a business license. Go to the Department of Revenue's website and get a reseller's permit or a tax use certificate. I'm going to help you register your business with Dun & Bradstreet, and then I'm going to help you get business funding, or also I'm going to help you set up a professional website with a professional phone number, a business address, and then you'll be good to go. Now you have a complete business entity set up. At the end of every year, Amazon is going to give you a 1099, and then a little bit later on in this presentation, I'll show you what to do with that 1099 and how you're going to be blown away. Because what I'm going to show you a little bit later on this presentation is how it's virtually impossible for you to come closer, lose money with this business model. I know that sounds unbelievable. I know it sounds outside of your field of trust, but trust me, I'm going to show you in black and white exactly what I'm talking about, exactly what I mean. And if there's any tax professionals on this live, then they'll be able to verify or deny what I'm saying. All right, next question. Good question again, PhillyDom. You always got the great questions, man. You and Rick P rolling tonight. Lamont Taylor, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, I want to know how you can get this Amazon business started. All right, Lamont, you are in the right place. We are halfway through the presentation. If you're just now joining and you missed the first half, don't worry about that. Philly, this brother is recording this presentation. He's going to upload it back to the channel so you can go back and watch it. But when we get down to the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you how much it is to get started, what the process is, and how everything is going to be laid out. So it's going to be super simple, super fast, and we'll be done in like 30 minutes from now. All right, let's take one more question, and then I'm going to wrap up this presentation and get to the end so everybody can get on with the day. All right, PhillyDom is asking, does Amazon have any brand protection measures in place? Absolutely, 100%. So if you decide to private label your own brand or manufacture your own product and you send it in Amazon, even if you don't have that brand copyrighted, or if you don't have a trademark, or if you don't have a patent, be a utility patent or a design patent, doesn't matter, then Amazon still offers brand protection. All you have to do is send a request into Amazon, say, listen, I don't want anybody else selling my product. I want to be the only person on all of Amazon and all the marketplaces selling my brand. And Amazon will like, no problem, they'll give you brand protection. If somebody jumps on your brand or your listing or one of your products and attempts to sell it, Amazon would give them an intellectual property violation. After they get so many of those, Amazon will actually ban them, suspend them, and throw them off the platform. So that's something that you got to be cognitive of and look out for. Sometimes you'll be selling a brand, you'll be eligible to sell it with no problem, and you'll get an IP complaint or violation, but I'll show you how to handle that because we purchase everything from reputable retailers. We always save our invoices and receipts. So if there's ever a problem with our products, then we have proof that this is not counterfeit. We did this according to Amazon's policies, and I'll show you how to get that IP complaint removed. All right, so now let's jump back into the presentation and let's wrap it up. But if you have any questions, go ahead and put your questions in the comment section as we move towards the end of the presentation. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and wrap it up by answering the remaining questions. All right. So what I advise to all my clients is that once you get started, you learn the business yourself for 30 straight days until you perfect it. And I will be monitoring this. So basically, you know, when I see that you have a good foothold on how to run your business, what I'm going to do is schedule you for another Zoom call. And on the last Zoom call, I'm going to have actually just sit back and watch you go through the whole process. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to take notes and I'm going to grade you. And if you can go through the whole process without making mistakes, congratulations, you can now bring in a virtual assistant to actually run your business. And this is the spreadsheet that a virtual assistant is going to send you. It has all the information. So basically, what you'll do every single day is you'll wake up, you'll grab your cell phone, you'll log into the spreadsheet that you share with your virtual assistant. The virtual assistant is already giving you the product link, how much the product is going to cost, and how much you can sell it for. So you can see your return on investment or your profit margin. So the only thing you'll have to do is just order the product and let your virtual assistant know the quantity that you ordered, and that's it. You're done for today. That's it. So that's why I ultimately tell people, in order to run this whole business, you'll be running a global business and you'll be working less than 15 minutes a day. This is how I do it. I jump on my computer once a day and I order enough products to where it lets me know if I hit that $1,000 per day. And so, and in about 15 minutes, I'm done. I just made $1,000 for the day. Now, that $1,000 won't hit my bank account until 30 days later, but I'm doing work now so I can get paid 30 days later. And it's the same as if you were to grab a brand new job. When you get started, and let's say if you get hired on with Amazon, you got to work 30 days before you even see a paycheck. So it's the same exact principle. So, if you're a new mentors of mine, some of my mentors get caught up in like, oh, well, I don't know if I can go 6 weeks without getting paid. What you did, you just do that with the job you currently have. So, you got to make sure that your mentality is in the right location when you become self-employed, because you don't have any safety nets. But if you're processing the information correctly, it won't make a difference. All right, so one of the things I'm going to show you is how to properly set up your Amazon account. This is a full walkthrough. I don't take your money to be like, here, go to my website, figure it out. No. So the first thing, once you enroll, I'm going to help you set up your Amazon account so you don't make any mistakes. The reason why this is important is if you get this wrong or you make mistakes, it could delay the process or it could put you out of business before you even get started. So I help you navigate that whole thing so it's flawless. You'll be set up and rated and verified as an Amazon seller in about a week and a half. All right, number two, once you're ready to grow your business, these are all the countries that you'll be able to move into. So, right now you might be watching this presentation for the first time and you might be blown away, but in the next 6 months, when somebody asks you what you do for a living, just tell them you sell products from the cradle to the grave. Because if you tell them you have a global distribution business, not even going to know how to respond to that. When they find out you're selling in 13 countries around the world, then they won't even know how to respond to that. Or they definitely won't know how to respond to how much money you'll be making every single month. But they'll just know that you're doing some big time business. All right, and last but not least, I train all the virtual assistants myself. So a lot of times they'll know equally as much as you, if not more than you, because some of them have been doing this for almost a year now. So they're very experienced. I have about 3 or 4 who have been with me for about a year, and they're bona fide Amazon gurus like myself. All right, so this is the buy box. And many of you don't even know what this actually is, but this is how Amazon actually works. So this is a Samsung Galaxy A10 phone. And as you can see right down here to the right of the phone, there are 10 Amazon sellers. So these 10 Amazon sellers all get rotated in what's called the buy box. So let's say that there were 24 Amazon sellers, right? So there were 24 Amazon sellers and 24 hours in a day. Each of these sellers would get an average of 1 hour in this Amazon buy box. So when a customer comes and they press this add to cart or buy now button, whichever seller is up here in the buy box would actually get credit for that sale. And so I'm going to show you how to have outstanding metrics, how to have a good algorithm where you can get into that buy box at prime time selling hours. So like you don't want to be in this buy box from 2 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's probably when the least amount of sales are made. You want to be in this buy box from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. where people are doing the most amount of their shopping. So I'm going to break all that down for you and show you how to actually maneuver into that and what all the rules and statistics are. Now, we don't even talk about this because we don't include this in our profit margins. And so with all the profits that I've been showing you, I haven't showed you cash back. And so before you even make a purchase, when you go to the retailer to purchase these products, you're going to see whether or not there's additional cash back available in terms of percentage. It could be 5%, it could be 10%. Sometimes you get cash back and an additional 15% off from a coupon code. And then what I actually do myself is, so one, I get the cash back from the extensions. Two, if there's a coupon available, that coupon will be placed in the coupon field during checkout. So I get the coupon on top of the cash back. And then I have a PayPal business account. So whenever possible, I use PayPal to check out, because PayPal has an automatic 2.5% cash back from their business account. And then last but not least, I have that business account being pulled from one of my cash back credit cards. I'm with Navy Federal Credit Union. I have the highest, most elite credit card. It's called the flagship card. Comes with an $80,000 limit potential. And you know, all of my money is pulled from that cashback credit card, and it gives you a lot of great cash back. And so when you roll all those numbers together, you're winning. And that's not even calculated into your profit margin. That's on the oh. A lot of people are also unaware of this, but these are Amazon bundles. And so this is another strategy that I teach that you'll be able to take advantage of, especially if you're on a listing that Amazon all of a sudden jumps on, and then they're selling the same product and they're hogging up the majority of the sales. So this right here is what I call a complimentary bundle. Of course, shampoo and conditioner were being sold separately, but I knew that people like to buy them together because they just go hand in hand, like bread and butter, you know, hand in gloves, so forth and so on. So I just bundled them together. This right here is a variety. This right here is a multi-bundle. So during the pandemic, at the start, right around March of 2020, I started bundling together this hand soap, and I made a killing off of it. And so, yeah, I just took one and bundled it together in 3-pack and a 2-pack and a 1-pack. And so if a person didn't want to buy one, maybe they wanted to buy two. If they didn't buy two, maybe they wanted to buy three. So that's how I set it all up. And last but not least, this is a variety pack. Paper cutting boards, magic markers, and a paper cutting kit. Kids were stuck in the house. Parents didn't want their kids on the cell phones all day. So this was great for arts and crafts and to get kids off their electronic devices or from in front of the television, off of Netflix and Hulu and Disney and all that other good stuff. All right, so I'm in a Facebook group. It's called Arbitrage Income, Amazon, FBA, Wholesale, and Online Arbitrage. I know that's a long name for a group, but hey. So somebody wrote in this group, my best friend asked me for my Amazon storefront name because he was curious and interested to see what I was selling on Amazon. I gave it to him thinking nothing of it. Now he wants to open up an Amazon account selling my exact same ASINs. My advice to all new sellers or all you sellers is do not give out your Amazon storefront name to anybody, even if it's your friends and family. People are lazy, have no morals, they just want to piggyback off your success or take the easy way out. So what this person is explaining is, this is not multi-level marketing. This is not a sweepstakes or a giveaway. You don't have to, you're not building your own website and then going asking everybody you meet in life to go to your website, purchase your products. You'll never have to do that with Amazon because Amazon gives you free traffic, free customers for the life of your account. All you have to do is build it, ship it in, and they will come. Building is not the right word. Just buy it, ship it in, and then they'll come. I'm using a baseball reference of if you build it, they will come from Field of Dreams. But yeah, you don't have to build anything. You just buy it from a retailer for a wholesale price, ship it into Amazon, wait for it to sell, and rinse and repeat. So again, you'll never have to share your Amazon storefront name or your Amazon account name with anybody because they'll be able to go in, reverse analyze your entire account, and basically just cherry pick all the hard work that you've done over the last, couple of months or couple of years. So, and the caveat is I'm actually going to show you how to do this in real time with other large Amazon sellers who've been selling on Amazon for 10 years or more. and they have reviews in the hundreds of thousands. And I'm going to show you how to see every single one of their products and where their products are coming from. And some sellers don't even sell regular retail products. They actually have distribution deals with other corporations, and I'll even show you how to see how much product they have from each of those corporations and how you can get in contact with those corporations if you want and sell their brands also. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this. All right, now, if you missed out on Google, Tesla, Netflix, AOL, Facebook, Microsoft, Bitcoin, or you're currently missing out on the NFTs, no problem, I got you. So right now, Amazon averages about $4.4 billion each week, $638 million a day, $26 million per hour, or $3,000 each minute. But the most important number here is $638 million a day, because there's 350 million people in the United States. So that means that Amazon would still profit $288 million a day if every single person in the United States made $1,000 a day. So think about that. And I'm sure you've probably heard somebody say, oh, Amazon is saturated. You can't make any money. Well, you already know, you never listen to the naysayers. You listen to people who are actually on the ground, boots on the ground, and they're actually doing the work, like myself and my clients. I've already showed you testimonials at the beginning of this. I got clients making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month already. And think about how $3,000 to $6,000 a month could change your life right now. It'll probably pay for your mortgage, probably help, you know, if you got children in college or just children in school, period. You're behind on car payments, no problem. You know, it can help you pay your cell phone bill, that electricity bill, gasoline, which is like $4,000 to fill your car up now, no problem. You could afford all the expenses, and you could do this alongside of your full-time job until you're ready to say, okay, you turn in your pink slip and tell them, deuces, you're out, you're going on a permanent vacation. All right, and last but not least, remember, there are only 2.5 million Amazon sellers, period. Okay, 2.5 million. And so, you know, the saturation, Amazon will probably never become saturated, because you can move into the different Amazon, other marketplaces, and still do very well. The United States is just one marketplace. All right, so here's a screenshot of my Amazon account. And when I took this screenshot, you can see I had a balance waiting to be paid out of $26,000, but I still had a couple of days before Amazon paid me out. And 4,000 in sales for the day. I sold 16 high ticket items. And as you can see, I'm selling in 9 Amazon marketplaces around the world. All right. And if you don't like screenshots, then I made this video for you. And so this is a video of me in my apartment in Santo Domingo, where I spent my first 6 months living here. That's my computer. You see, I got my cigar, my cell phone, my remotes, and I have a 3-monitor setup. And now what I'm doing is refreshing, hitting the refresh button on my account. This is my main account, by the way, not my training account. And it's asking me to switch it over to English because I'm in Dominican Republic. And boom, this is like 2 days later after that screenshot. And now I'm at $32,784.52. And I'm refreshing the screen once more so you can see this is not any type of trickery or, you know, any type of Photoshop or nothing like that. Just, I'm not giving away my account name because we don't do that around here. But you can see that this is live and in living color. All right, next. If that's not enough, I was at an ATM machine, and you can see I pulled out my cell phone. I actually took a picture of my balance on the actual ATM machine. And you can see the last 4 digits of my card was 7854. And on the ATM screen with my camera flash, you can still see that it's 785, but the flash locked out the 4. And you can see I was withdrawing from my checking account. So I had 100,000 in one account, which is my savings, and close to 1.3 million in my checking account. So, then in this picture, I'm in Medellin, and this right here was a penthouse, marble floors, panoramic view, and it was in El Poblado, the most expensive part of Medellin, and it was right around the corner from what they call I forgot the name of the mall, but the one of the most prestigious mall in all of Medellin was like within walking distance. So a lot of fun. Now, if those weren't enough, I'm gonna go a little bit further, and here's my bank account with Navy Federal. As you can see, deposit right here, $35,142. And you can even see what I spent for the month. I spent $23,000 and I still have $14,000 left over. So, and you can see my dividends. So the banks don't pay you any money. Don't keep your money in the bank. I'm actually going to advise you what you should actually do with your money if you become one of my mentees. So, I'm giving you full transparency, and this is more than a lot of people do. And I filmed this while I was in Medellin, Colombia, of course. And it's one of my favorite places to visit. It's 5,000 feet above sea level. It's perched in between two mountains, and you don't have any beaches or you don't have any large bodies of water, but it's a great country to go and visit, especially if you want to start learning Spanish. This is one of my favorite quotes from Will Smith before he slapped Chris Rock. And basically the quote says that being realistic, let me see, I can pull it back up. It still kind of froze on me. Okay, anyway, I can't pull it back up. It's kind of frozen on me. But it's saying being realistic is the fastest way to mediocrity. So, if you get started with an Amazon business, you don't know whether or not this is going to work, but you have to step out on faith. So yeah, it says being realistic is the most common path to mediocrity. So whether you have faith or whether that you have doubt, they are both belief systems. So if your belief system is based in doubt, you're probably going to fail or you'll probably never start. If your belief system is centered in faith, and you're going to, walk out in the middle of the dark with your eyes closed and a blindfold on, and you're going to will yourself to succeed. All right. Here I am in the ATL going skydiving. As you can see, I'm very adventurous. I love thrills. Here are some of my other travels: Las Vegas, Hoover Dam, Guadalupe, Dominican Republic, Africa, Colombia. And while I was out in Las Vegas during last month in August for my niece's wedding, I actually took a helicopter tour to the Grand Canyon, and the helicopter landed in the base of the Grand Canyon. And it used to be an ocean. So you imagine you're landing in an ancient ocean. And when you're that far below sea level, there's no sound. And so it was kind of eerie at first because you still actually feel like you're underwater, but it gets even crazier because there's literally no sound. The only sound you can hear when all of us stopped talking, it was like a group of, it was 6 of us. So the pilot and then 5 passengers in the helicopter. And when none of us were talking, the only thing you could hear is each other's heartbeat. That's how quiet it was. All right, and so as you can see, I have an affinity for motorcycles. Right now, in the villa that I have in Dominican Republic, I just rent a car every 30 days, and I have 2 motorcycles. I bought one for myself and one for my girlfriend. And they see I love helicopters, and I took my girlfriend, her sister, on a catamaran tour. It was like 5 hours long. We went snorkeling, and then they sailed us all the way to Puerto Plata to SeaWorld. It was just a nice little adventure and trip. And then some of the places I've stayed in, Punta Cana, like a little penthouse right on the beach, or a little Airbnb private community. And then when you're traveling, you meet some of the best people in the world. So I absolutely love traveling because when people are on vacation, all their problems are back at home and they're on their best behavior, having the time of their lives. This is in Medellin. It's called Tres Cruces Mountain. And so you actually have to scale up this mountain on foot. And as you can see here, I forget how old I was in this picture, but this was back in 2016. You know, I got like an 8-pack stomach, but that elevation of being 5,000 feet above sea level wore me out. I had to stop midpoint, take a break. But once you get to the top, they got refreshments, juices, fruit stands, vendors. And so you can replenish your energy and head back down when you're ready. But as you can see, the whole city is built into the valley of 2 mountains. So it's a magnificent view, especially on a beautiful day. And then before the pandemic, every other month, I would fly from Atlanta to Dallas, Texas, just to go to Spa Castle. If you don't know what Spa Castle is, I'm not even going to get into all the details right now. Google it. The name is right here, Spa Castle. And it's actually in, I think it's not exactly Dallas, Texas, but it's something with a C. I think it's Cumberland, Texas, or Chamberlain, something like that. It's been a while since I've been. I haven't been since the pandemic started, so kind of missed the place. Here I am dressed up as Neo from the Matrix, and I'm in Medellin, Colombia. And man, this is where I'm going to be for Halloween this year too. I'm going to actually take my girl. She's never been to Colombia, so we're going to go to Colombia and we're going to get dressed up for Halloween because they do it big in Colombia, and I love it. All right, so here I am in Costa Rica, whitewater rafting with some friends. This is like a 2-hour whitewater rafting journey. And then we stopped on this little deserted island and they pulled down fresh coconut, fresh pineapples from the tree, chopped it open with a machete and served it straight off the tree. Best pineapple we ever had in our lives. Now here I am back in Atlanta doing indoor skydiving. So before I went outdoor skydiving, I learned the mechanics by going indoor skydiving. And believe it or not, I was a season ticket holder to all the sports franchises in Atlanta. And that was my road dog at the time, Lamira, and we would travel together. So she was with me when I went to Costa Rica. She took a trip to like the Universal Florida to see the Blue Man Group. And then when we came home from our trips, we would hit up all the sports franchises. So the Braves, Atlanta United soccer team, the Falcons, and then the Hawks rise up. And here I am at Cartagena, Colombia. So Cartagena is actually on the coast of Colombia. So they got beautiful beaches, plenty of water, and it's just a real good destination. And I actually like it better than Medellin, Colombia because of the water. And so here I am in my penthouse, smoking a cohiba up on the balcony overlooking the entire city. This is the Totumo volcano in Cartagena. They take you down to the pit of the volcano and you're covered with mud. And the thing about mud that most people don't know is it's not like water. It has a different buoyancy. So you could actually float without treading water in mud. However, if you lean either 15 degrees too far in any direction, you will flop over in that direction. And if you don't know how to center your gravity, you will be stuck flat or in a horizontal position and you will drown. So you have to learn. So they always have people in there with you because people don't know that mud has a different buoyancy than water. So it's a lot of fun, but it's also dangerous. But nobody's ever gotten hurt because it's relatively small and you're sort of next to somebody at all times. But just FYI. And here I am ziplining in Costa Rica. And man, they had these fire ants that were the size of your finger. So you were advised not to touch any trees or step on any bushes because these fire ants stung like bees when they bit you. All right, so here I am horseback riding, exploring Rock City in Tennessee down the bottom left-hand corner, four-wheeling and Segway tours in Stone Mountain in Atlanta. And two of my babies, I still have them to this day. These are my Michael Jacksons. So white Michael Jackson, black Michael Jackson. Some of you already get the joke, right? And so they are Lincoln MKZs. They're both hybrids, panoramic sunroof. They parallel park themselves, and you put gas in them. You never have to charge them up or plug them in. And my mother lives in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I can literally put one tank of gas in either one of these vehicles and drive all the way to Fayetteville on one tank of gas. So right now, a lot of you are hurting at the gas pump. This is how you beat the gas pump and beat the gas prices. And then this is my third whip right here, the BMW i8. Super fast, super luxury. Everybody love how the doors flip up, and man, it's just a monster. You got two modes. You can put it in electric mode, or you can put it in sport mode, and that thing flies and turns heads. All right, and boom, this is just the living room of my luxury high-rise apartment that I had in Santo Domingo. I used to love these views every morning, just overlooking the entire city in Naco. And so Naco and Pinatini are like the exclusive communities in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And this nighttime view during Christmas time, and that's my little Christmas tree over there in the corner. But I ain't had no Christmas presents. Don't tell nobody. All right, here I am on a field trip with other Amazon sellers from Atlanta, and we're in an Amazon fulfillment center in Tennessee. And if you haven't, put this all together in your head as of yet, this is really the new digital real estate. Brick and mortar, yes, you can still make money with brick and mortar real estate, but this is the new real estate investment. This is digital real estate. So what I haven't told you up to this point is that a year from now, or maybe 2 years from now, once you've grown your Amazon account to $5, $10, $15, $20,000 a month or more, you'll be able to sell it just like you're on Shark Tank, and they'll give you an evaluation of 2 to 3 times what you're making every year. So if you're making, let's say you're making $50,000 a month and times 12, that's $600,000 a month. You get an evaluation of 3 times that. That's $1.8 million. So you'll be able to cash out, sell your account for $1.8 million, and this is big business. This is perfectly legal. Yes, you can sell your Amazon account and get a nice windfall of cash, and then come closer real quick. You can start a brand new one and do it over again. This time even faster and even easier, because now you got the blueprint because I taught it to you. So this is something that I'm actually thinking about doing, because I have 2 Amazon accounts, and once I train another 50 people, that's it. I'm tapping out the game. So, if you're thinking about this, or you're on the fence and you're dragging your feet, just be cognitive of the fact that I'm not sending you to a website and telling you to watch videos. I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through the entire process, from registration to making money, and then making sure you know every step in between without having to guess. Early in the presentation, I was saying that I just had 2 clients fly into the Dominican Republic 2 weeks ago, Ernest Fultz and Mike Logan. Ernest Fultz is still here. Mike Logan has now gone back to the United States to tie a few loose ends. But yesterday, guess where I was? Sitting down with Ernest right in the heart of Sosua at Wings and Waffles. Or sometimes he comes here to my villa, or sometimes I go to where he's staying and I sit down with him and we work on his business for about 30 minutes every single day, getting him polished up. And he almost has the whole thing already in scope. So shout out to Ernest Fultz and Mike Logan. All right, so this is the new medium. It's us versus them, or it's you versus them. So this is the new medium. You can get your payouts within 30 to 90 days of getting started. It actually takes about 6 weeks, but sometimes you do have little hiccups. So 30 to 90 days on average. And it's pretty much 100% turnkey done for you, because you don't have to learn this on your own. I'll be teaching you every aspect of the business. And, you get 100% guarantee with my contract. When I send you over that contract, before you get started, you'll have time to review it, and you'll have time to choose which plan you want and then get started. So you don't have to buy a house, renovate it, fix all the plumbing problems, put on a brand new roof, and then hire a real estate agent, wait for it to sell, hope that it sells, and hope that you recoup your money. And so you don't have to do any of that. Digital real estate is a lot easier and more lucrative than brick and mortar real estate. And if you've been paying attention, man, retailers are closing up by the droves. hand over fist, just everywhere. J.C. Penney's, American Apparel, GameStop, Abercrombie and Fitch, Sears, Kmart, Macy's, Staples. Look at all these stores they're closing. Some of you already know just by going to your local shopping mall that there's empty stores and vendors all over the place. And this is the future. People, people have become lazy. Technology has made us lazy. So now we want everything delivered to our door. We want to hear our Ring doorbell go off on our phone and see the Amazon person putting our package right at the door. And then we want to walk to the door, open it up, and pull that package inside the house. We don't want to go to the store and like, oh, I love these pair of shoes. Can I get these in a 10 and a half? And then the attendant goes into the back room, to the stock room, and then they come out 3 minutes later to give you bad news. Like, nah, we only have these in a size 8. Well, that's not going to help. So then you got to go find something else. All right. Now, I always do my research. So I'm always doing advanced development and research so I can know what's going on around me in the marketplace. So this is a company called Automation Alliance, and they will set you up with the Amazon business and a Walmart store the same way that I'll set you up. However, they want to charge you $18,000. I'm not going to charge you a fraction of $18,000. That's actually a ridiculous price. I mean, it's overpricing it, but I understand why they're doing it, because some people will pay that. And then they want a 50% split of all your profits into perpetuity. All right, next company. This is called Amazon Automation, and they want you to have a minimum capital contribution of $50,000 just to get started. And if you want to age the Amazon accounts, they're going to charge you $15,000. So what do I charge? Well, before I show you what I charge on the next slide, I want to show you a caveat. So I'm going to show you what I charge, and then I'm also tell you to go here and purchase one of these courses also. And then it's 6 months from now, come back and tell me where you are in your Amazon business. So you can see this person right here sold 25,000 of these courses for $119. But what do you think is inside of this course for $119? A couple of videos, an overview on how to sell on Amazon, but he's not giving away any of the trade secrets or getting down to the nitty gritty, or he's not going to pick up your phone call if you call him. You're going to have to send a support ticket. It's going to take days to get a response back. And there may not even be any support. It might just be, here's the course. Thank you for your $120. Have a good life. And all of these courses are pretty much all the same. They're just rehashed information outlining how to probably register on Amazon and not much more. So if you want to take the easy way out or the cheapest way, go buy one of these courses and then let me know where you are 6 months from now. However, if you want the deluxe package and you want personal one-on-one training to ensure your success, here's my offer. I charge a one-time fee of $2,500. That's it, one time. And then I take an equity stake of 15% into perpetuity into your Amazon business. So this guarantees, or almost guarantees, that you'll be successful. So withstanding you doing the work, you will be successful, because I'll be on you every couple of days like, hey, give me an update. Where are you? What you doing? Okay, let's set up a Zoom. Let me see your account, making sure you're in good standing and you're doing the work. And I can see everything, your spreadsheet, and we'll be sharing your entire business. So there's no half stepping. Now, if you're a savvy entrepreneur and you got a little bit more financial resources, then you're probably going to want the equity buyout. So this is plan B. It's a one-time payment of $7,500, and you keep 100% of your profits. And plan A, $2,500 one-time payment. Every 2 weeks, you'll pay me a kickback of equity of 15% of your profits. So Amazon pays you out every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, you'll send me back over 15%. I reinvest it back in the business to keep improving it for the clients that are coming behind you. And so those are my prices. I don't charge you $18,000. I'm not charging you $15,000. I'm not even saying you have to have $50,000 worth of capital, which is outrageous. what you'll need, here are your monthly operating costs. So before I show you that, I want to let you know that I'm going to set you up with an entire business. So once we register you for your Amazon business, I'm going to be on you, walking you through how to set up an LLC, how to get an EIN number, your business license, a business bank account, your resellers or tax certificate permit, a business address and phone number, and a business website. And last but not least, register your whole business with Dun & Bradstreet. Now you are a legitimate business entity and you can do business with other businesses. So if you want to start selling Michael Kors, Nikes, Adidas, Puma, Champs, or whatever name brand item you come across, no problem. Nautica, North Face, Gore-Tex, doesn't matter. I'll show you how to do that. And I have a tax professional that can handle your Amazon taxes and fix your credit. And then you can use your personal credit to get business credit. So let me show you how this works. You walk into a bank and you ask for a personal loan and you got good credit. You can probably get a loan for $25,000, maybe $50,000 at the most if you're going with a credit union. However, if you're using your personal credit to verify your business credit, you can get a business funding or a business loan for maybe $250,000. And once we have your business entity set up, every week, once you're ready, we're going to have you apply for a brand new grant. There are 54 weeks in a year. And so if you only apply and you're only granted, let's say 4 grants out of the entire year, those 4 grants you never have to repay. And that'll probably be enough money for you to pay off your business completely. So you'll be entirely in the black, profitable, probably pay off all your debt. As long as you use the grants according to how they're supposed to be used. All right, and here are your monthly operating expenses. So earlier, Rick P asked me how much your prep and ship is. Rick, if you're still on, prep and ship is just a one-time fee of $49 to sign on. That's it. It actually comes up to $50.96 after taxes. All right, so software number 1, it's going to cost you $139. Software number 2, $17. Software number 3, $59. Software number 4, $69. Software number 5, $59. And software number 3, $37 a month. And then your Amazon seller account is $39 per month. So that brings up your monthly operating expenses to $419. Now, if at some point you want to add in a virtual assistant, it's not mandatory, but once you start making money and then you want to start revving things up, then your virtual assistant would be $50 a week or $200 a month, which will bring your total expenses to $619 a month. But getting started, you're only at $419 a month. So where else could you have a global business for only $419 a month, or a one-time payment of $2,500, or if you want to keep 100% of your profits, $7,500, plan B. So plan A, $2,500, plan B, $7,500, and then your monthly operating expenses, $419. And so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. Again, I want to give a big and special shout out to PhillyDom for making this possible. All my contact information is up on the screen. All you have to do is send me a WhatsApp message and it's like, Master Wayne, I'm ready to move forward. Please send me your contract and the Getting Started PDF and the Amazon registration PDF. So when you receive the Getting Started PDF, it's just the outline of your options to make your payment for enrollment. So you got wire transfer, Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App as your 4 options. And then the Amazon registration checklist, again, is just another outline to let you know when you register to become an Amazon seller, they're going to have you upload either your passport or your driver's license or a bank statement or a credit card statement within the last 90 days. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to register by yourself. I'm going to walk you through. Soon as I receive your payment and it's cleared for your enrollment, I'm going to schedule a Zoom call with you and then walk you through how to register for Amazon. It'll take about 20 minutes. And then a week and a half after that, you'll be fully verified and ready to go. And then we'll Zoom again. And then we'll go right into registering you for all the softwares that you'll need. And then once we get you registered for the software and get those set up and synced, and then immediately after that, training on how to order your products every single day. And that's it. All right, PhillyDom, let's open it up to questions and let's wrap it up. All right, how many of PhillyDom's watchers sign up and do they have reviews? So I don't know the exact count of Big King Kingston, but that is a great question. But yes, you probably missed the testimonials that I did in the beginning. And some of those testimonials came from PhillyDom subscribers like Mark Metellus. He was a PhillyDom subscriber. Mark Price signed up maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I don't remember exactly when, but now Mark is making $3,000 a month. And so Big King Kingston, I don't know how much your expenses are, but I'm pretty sure that $3,000 a month could really help you out, especially with gas prices and inflation right now. So, you know, maybe Philly could give you a better estimate of how many of his subscribers have signed up. But what I'm actually looking to do is actually go ahead and expand with other YouTubers now, and just go ahead and complete that training 100 people in person cycle. And then after that, I'm retiring. So I already have over 50 clients right now. Once I get to 100, that's it. I'm out the game. And you know, if you were on the ride, then you were in at the right time. But if you miss it, then there's not much I can do about that. But I also, Big King Kingston, I also have a Facebook group with all of my clients, and they all post their screenshots, their reviews, their testimonials. So if you send me a Facebook request, I'll grant you access to that Facebook group, and you can go in and talk to my clients one-on-one, look at their testimonials, send them a message, and just chop it up with them. All right, next question. All right, Lamont Taylor is asking, so Amazon have any type of connection in the Philippines for the market? So Amazon does not currently have a Philippine marketplaces, but you have in total about 13 to 14 Amazon marketplaces around the world. So if you're in the Philippines, it actually gives you an advantage, because now you can start sourcing products straight from the Philippines and having them shipped to a prep and ship center somewhere over in the Asian marketplace, and then have those products shipped into like the Singapore Amazon or the UAE Amazon marketplaces, or maybe the Netherlands or Denmark or Spain, wherever you want. So, you know, it doesn't matter what region of the world you're in. You can set up an Amazon account, you can register, and you can get started. So, you know, I'm in the Dominican Republic. I've been here now for 13 months, and as you can see, my business is just fine. I don't have to rely on working. I don't have to rely on taxes or regulations here in the country that I'm in. I can literally travel anywhere I want to in the world and not have to worry about money, and because Amazon directly deposits your money straight into your bank account every 2 weeks. So yeah, great question though, Lamont. I can see you're definitely on your A game. All right, next question. All right, great tape. So Amazon and Rivian plan to bring thousands of, I saw that. I saw that. Custom electric delivery vehicles to more than 100 cities by the end of the year. Rivian stock is $33.90 per share. That is not financial advice. So, yo, great tape is dropping some jewels of knowledge right here. If you haven't heard of Rivian, and they're an electric vehicle company, they're now turning all of Amazon's delivery vehicles into electric vehicles. So you can go to YouTube, just type in Rivian Amazon delivery vehicles and see what they look like. and it's going to change some things. So go buy some Rivian stock right now, because Amazon already has a large fleet. Matter of fact, Amazon has a special program where veterans can actually purchase Amazon delivery business, and Amazon will help you purchase the trucks and train their employees. And so this is something that I'm looking into doing right now myself, is getting involved with Amazon on the delivery side, also hiring maybe 10 to 20 drivers, purchasing about 10 to 20 delivery vans, and have them deliver my products all over the United States. And then of course, obviously this is going to expand into other Amazon marketplaces also. So this Amazon opportunity is just ridiculous. And if you're on the sidelines, or you're sleeping, or you're not paying attention, or you're popping bottles in the club, you're going to miss this whole party, and you're going to be gravely upset about it. But yeah, appreciate you for dropping that knowledge, Great Tape. I want to share this real quick. So I had to ask Great Tape. We were on a Zoom call one day. I was like, so what does the Great Tape actually stand for? And he was like, it's a play on the name. So it's actually, great ape. So you put that great, and then you put that APE together, great ape. So I was like, okay, I get it. And I told him, I actually thought that, Great Tape was a reference to duct tape, like don't play with him because he'll come duct tape you, or, the whole Biggie Smalls, duct tape your family and all that good stuff. But it was real funny. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, all right, next question. All right, Lamont Taylor is asking, online personal shopper, the name of the position with Amazon. Online personal. No, so you're just a bona fide Amazon seller. The actual business model, Lamont, is actually called online arbitrage. So the word online is obviously, that's internet. And so arbitrage is just what you do when you purchase something for one price, like when dealers go to an auction and they purchase a car from the auction site, and they buy it for, let's say they find a nice little car and it's $5,000, right? And then, they go ahead and detail that car and fix anything that's wrong with it. And then they put it for sale on their car lot for $10,000. Or it's the way dealerships work. Dealerships buy from the manufacturer for one price. And then when that vehicle hits the dealer's lot, or their dealership, then of course the MSRP goes all the way up. So the dealer might buy a brand new, Porsche Carrera for, $98,000, but then when it hits that lot, the dealership lot, it's maybe $136,000, give or take. No exact numbers, but it's not an online personal shopper. This is real serious big business. So you'll just be, helping Amazon fulfill its inventory by sending in products, so the Amazon customers has access to all those products. So the way Amazon actually explained it, I read a little expose on Amazon the other day, and what they said was that third-party vendors like myself and my 50 clients, or the other 2.5 million sellers in the Amazon marketplace, make up 60% of Amazon's revenue every year, or the products that they sell on Amazon. So Amazon themselves shipping about 40% of all the products on their marketplace, but my clients, myself, and 2.5 million other people, and hopefully one or two of you tonight will be amongst us. We make up the other 60%. So, we have the controlling interest. We are what makes Amazon as big as it is. A lot of people just have a backwards mentality. And what I mean by that is every single week they have a product arriving at their door from Amazon, sometimes several times a week. And they just don't know that all they have to do is reverse that polarity. And instead of having products arrive to your house from Amazon a couple of days a week, if you shipped in a couple of products every week into Amazon, you can start making a small fortune. So it's just about reversing your thinking and reversing that polarity and man, you can change some things in your life financially. All right, but great question. Glad you brought that up, Lamont. All right, so let's take a few more questions and let's see. Okay, Rick P is asking, can you ship yourself instead of using prep and ship? And the definitive answer to that, Rick P, is again, hell to the yes. So real example, I have a client, his name is Edric. He just retired from the railway system, and now he's got his Amazon business. He's out going to Jamaica, traveling, having a good time. But now what he does is he gets his products not from going to online stores and retailers. He now gets his products from couponers. So if you've ever seen a woman who does couponing and have all those great products stocked up in their garage or in their house or in their bedroom, they're couponing and they're getting those products for pennies on the dollar. And so what he does is go and purchase those products from them, and he'll bring them back home, and then he'll ship them into Amazon and make a killing. So that's how he does it. I have a couple of clients who by mistake had some products shipped to their house. Like one client, shout out to Walter. Walter actually shipped 2 microwaves to his house by accident. And so it was like, no problem. I just showed him how to go inside his Amazon account and ship those microwaves into Amazon, bypassing prep and ship. So Rick, I hope that answers your question. Yes, you could. So you can go into the store, you could buy something right out of the store, bring it home, log into your Amazon account and ship it straight into Amazon without it ever touching prep and ship. But you don't really want to do it that way unless you're going to have somebody just sit at home doing this for you while you're out traveling the world doing what you want to do. So the reason why we use a prep and ship is because we don't have to touch any products. It's just the whole system is automated. All right, but great question, Rick P. I can tell you and Lamont are on your top-notch game today. You're definitely on your A game. All right, next question. All right, can you start off with the first lower package and then move into the higher value package later? All right, the answer to that, Rick P, is do that. You have to make a choice, because if you really just think about it in a very simple format, then everyone would start off in the lower tier, and then as they start to make money, then they will progress up to the lower tier. So the reason why I even have that lower tier available at 2,500 is to make it more affordable for more people, because not everybody's going to have 7,500, but most people can, make sure most people can put their hands on 2,500. So that 2,500 comes with the equity kickback to myself of 15%. I always reinvest that back into the business or back into the softwares and to keep everything moving forward, because in the online business landscape, if you're not moving forward or you're not keeping up, you would get left behind. You would be, obsolete fairly quickly. You'll be out of business. So you got to be able to keep up and turn the corner before everybody else even knows there's a corner coming up. So yeah, that's why you can't start off with plan A and then upgrade to plan B. So you have to choose in the very beginning what's going to be best for your financial future or your business moving forward. But glad you asked that question, Rick P, because PhillyDom is sleeping on that. He should have asked that. All right, so next question. All right, so that's a great question, and I've been on PhillyDom on this for about since April of this year. So I met PhillyDom in person, and I was going to train him in person, but he was right at the last leg of leaving and going into Philly. And because he does the online vlogging, he doesn't really have time to do Zoom sessions with me. So he's on his way back to Dominican Republic after he leaves Brazil. And I'm going to get him trained in person and get him set up and operational. But he brings us all these great travel blogs. Like, I don't know if you've seen him in Brazil right now, or in Haiti, or in Salvador, or Belize. But, the brother is vlogging and building up his YouTube channel. So we really don't have time to train them online. So I got to wait till he gets back here and it's taking him forever. He's just supposed to go to the home to Philadelphia and come back, but he got sidetracked. So I'm on him though, Big Kingston, because he should have been started. All right.
I think that's it.
Wait. Okay.
I don't see nothing else.
Yeah, I think that's it. You're right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it looks like that's all the questions. If you have any other additional questions, you can reach out to PhillyDom, or he got my all my contact information posted in the comment section. So Instagram, WhatsApp, and my email address. So reach out to me and say, all right, Master Wayne, I'm ready to enroll, and I'll take it from there. It's as simple as that. Or you might want to call me and say, okay, Wayne, I got some additional questions. No problem. Doesn't matter how you want to do it. I'm available. If I don't answer your call, then just send me a text message or email, and I'll get to it whenever I can. But you can message me 24 hours a day. All right. As always, PhillyDom, appreciate you. You wanna give it a few more minutes, see if any more.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him give him the information. This one little piece of information. Again, we put it on the screen so they can see it, so it can be transparent for them. That's your information. That's all I'm putting on the screen. Boom. Okay. You see it? That's his WhatsApp number, his email, Facebook, everything is there.
Security number, routing number, account number, everything.
His government name, everything.
Yeah, my government name, my legal name. So yeah, I'm fully transparent. You know, I'm not hiding from anybody. I'm ex-military. Man, I've done a lot of things. I've sold real estate for 5 years with Caldwell Banker. I've lived in Atlanta for over 22 years. I'm from DC originally, born and raised. I was born in Walter Reed, right on Georgia Ave. For those of you who are from the DMV, you know
Howard University.
No doubt. 7th Street, all the way up to Georgia Avenue. And then you're into Silver Springs.
Yes, indeed. I know where you at.
Yeah. But all right, looks like that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So any more information, just reach out to them. And we're gonna be doing more and more of these lives. So I'm gonna talk with them. I'll see when you want to do it again. Let me know. We can probably maybe tomorrow's a possibility. It's up to you. We'll figure it out.
Hey, just let me know, man. Just let me know. Okay. We'll tap back in and we'll get it in.
Okay. Because we've been on vacation for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I was all in Las Vegas and all that good stuff. So now I'm back and it's back to the grind, back to work.
Yes, indeed.
Matter of fact, I got clients hitting me up right now, so I gotta take care of business. But yeah, hit me up tomorrow and we'll definitely chop it up.
Okay, no problem. We'll talk later. Everybody have a good morning, night, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world.
Yeah, hey man, get some good Brazilian night footage, man.
I'm about to go out there right now, man, to go record this DJ and her little club where she at. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out from Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil.
All right.